Hey everybody. Um, this is the first day I've actually took a look at the paperwork they gave me the other night after they falsely arrested me. Um, I'm going to show you something here, folks. This is summons they gave me. Let me see if I can get it on there. See, they got my nerves tore up so bad I can't even hardly hold a piece of paper. Can you see it there? Oh, I don't know if you guys can see it or read it. But it says Rules of Criminal Procedures. So, what they claim is I have committed a crime. And I've been saying this all along. They're going to make criminals out of every one of us. They said I committed a crime. And on this paperwork, the crime I committed was, let me read it here. Oh, fleeing a police officer after reaching an available signal to stop. Oh, after receiving an available signal to stop while operating a motor vehicle. Now, where this happened was on private property. So, I guess in Ohio, if a police officer is working as security or in any security officer of any store, I guess that's what this means, because that's what the officer was working as security for the store that I was at. So he wasn't in his official capacity, for one thing. He was standing on private property for another. And the fact that I hadn't broken any laws for him to even stop me and hold me and detain me in any way, shape, or form, he had no authority to stop me. I didn't steal nothing from that store. I wasn't asked to leave the property by anybody in that store. He was not called up to do anything as far as his job of security towards me and at that while I was on that store property. He took it on his own. He flipped again from being security to police officer. Then he was standing on private property where I hadn't committed any crimes, and he was flagging me. He says he's flagging me. Well, I thought he was waving at me to come over to him so he could talk to me some more and tell me and make some more threats. I have those threats on videos from before. But this man scares me. He's one of them guys that'll shoot you in the back and then claim you was charging him with a knife or something. Now, these people couldn't run much of a background check on me because I hadn't done nothing to give them any reason to. Now that they falsely arrested me and took me into jail and fingerprinted me, and I gave them my social security number, now they can get a broader view of my background, which all they had to do was ask me. This was the last background check done on me by Uber Eats. I'd have gave it to you. Ain't nothing in there you're going to find either, folks. Nothing. I haven't done nothing wrong. I'm not running from the law. I don't run from the law. I don't run from police. I will leave the area if I'm being threatened and I feel my life is at stake. I will leave the area. And I will defend myself. This guy is a threat to me. I've filed harassment charges on him. I filed a complaint form on him. And then the very next day, he has me arrested, falsely arrested. But he's claiming I didn't follow a lawful command. Well, he didn't have no lawful commands to give because I wasn't breaking any laws. And until I'm breaking a law, his authority doesn't exist over me. I was not speeding. I didn't run no stop signs. I didn't have no taillights out, headlights out. No reason for him to flag me over and stop me other than to threaten me. Threaten me with arrest or some kind of whatever. He solicited a trespass from Giant Eagle to make himself feel legal about doing this. Because the trespass didn't come until after he pulled this stunt. It didn't come before. They didn't tell him to trespass me before that because I was in the store and their cashiers that see me every day gave me the food, checked me out. I walked out. Nobody from the store told me I was not allowed to be in there. And just like at Five Guys restaurant, the owner never told me. The managers of the place never told me I was trespassed from there. The Boardman police officers told me I was trespassed from there. Well, the same thing has happened here. Nobody that owns or runs or manages Giant Eagle told me I could not be on their property. As a matter of fact, I had an agreement with them that I could be on their property and not wear a mask before this cop started harassing me, before Officer Dubas started harassing me. Now, he's used his authority to file false charges against me, trying to get me wrapped up in a case here. And it looks like the police chief's going to go along with it. So, I guess we're going to see how this turns out. But I can promise you if it goes to trial, there's going to be a lot of videos brought out in this trial. You can make damn sure of that. Most of the videos that go on my channels, more than one, understand? Most of the videos that go on my channel is like maybe a third of the videos I have. I have hard drive with stored videos of people, especially public officials, doing their duties and jobs. And you guys don't even know when I'm recording you half the damn time. You guys come over here around my house, you might as well be on a stage. You're covered. I got you coming down the street, either end. I can see you coming. Around my entire house, there's more cameras on you than you even imagine. It's a stage. My house is a stage because there's cameras pointing at every end of it. Everything I do has cameras. I trust no government whatsoever. Anytime I deal with them, I have cameras. No, I don't video or record people in places I can't do that legally. But I record everything else. They're going to find out nothing about my background by pulling my prints. They're going to find nothing, folks. People have been running my background from Obama ran my background. I'll guarantee you that. Obama and his crew or whoever they were. Guarantee you they ran my background check. There's many officials. Sheriff Blakely down there in Limestone County, Alabama, run my background. Sheriff, what's his damn name out there in Maricopa County? Sheriff, Trump just pardoned him when Trump became president. Joe Arpaio run my background. There's sheriffs, I've lived in 11 states, and all 11 of them tried to figure out what they can find on me, and none of them find nothing. None of them. And you'll find that when you get the background check back. There ain't nothing for you to find. The stuff I have did is not on record because I did not get caught. I did not get caught. I did not get caught doing the things I did when I was younger. I did not get caught. There is no records of it. It's long and over with. I've never murdered anybody. I've never committed or been involved in any murders, anything like that that would still be prosecutable today. I've never done nothing like that, nothing that bad. As a matter of fact, about the worst I can say I've done is fought police officers. And that was back when I could fight. I can't fight anymore. I don't fight nobody. I don't run from nobody. Now, if that officer wasn't there by himself, if there was somebody there that had some sense, I might have stopped and talked to somebody. I'm not stopping and talking to a lunatic that thinks he can force his authority on somebody who's not even breaking the law. You guys, I can't even believe the town or the trustees of this town is allowing this stuff to go on. And they think they're going to become a city. I guess a corrupted city, maybe. You ain't going to get no justice. Hell, you guys have taken away my right to, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Every bit of it. You guys claim to be oath takers of the Constitution, the Republican Constitution, I hope, not that corporate Constitution. The Republic Constitution, it said of the people. That corporate Constitution you're praising and backing and everything says for the people. There's a difference in those two words, people. Look it up. You guys all think you're so smart and you're helping these guys kill us all. You're helping them to destroy this country. It's your country too, and you don't even care. You don't even care about your own city. Or it ain't even your own township, I should say. God, just blows my mind. You guys could have had me as an asset. No, you want to fight me. Everybody I've tried to contact that works for this city, none of them will face you. Everything they do is either through email, over the phone, or they just ignore you like they do me. I started asking them back when the mass shit started happening a year ago. I started asking them what I was going to do. I called them all, the sheriff, Green, the police chief. I talked to the deputy chief. I talked to so many officers around here. I talked to the Ohio Board of Health or the Ohio Health Department, the governor's office, the damn lieutenant general's office, and you all threw me out to the wolves. Threw me out to the wolves. Now what? You want me dead? Is that what you want? Boardman Township Police Chief, do you want me dead? If you do, just send your boys over here and do it. I ain't doing nothing to you. You guys are doing it to me. I left you alone all winter. All winter, I didn't bother any damn buddy in Boardman. Not a video, nothing. And you guys start back on me. Well, you got me down to your damn jail. You got the fingerprints. Let's see what you get off of it. You won't have any more than that big stack of paper that I got there. And you won't find nothing. Because there ain't nothing to find. Worst you'll find, you might find it, 25 years ago when I was younger, me and my brother, I was hired to go up and paint the Page High School. And me and my brother, there wasn't nowhere around there to fucking rent, place to sleep, no motels, nothing. So we had to rent tents and stay at Lake Powell and work during the day and sleep at the campground at night. We were up there drinking one night at the campground where it's legal. And me and him got to arguing a little bit. Next thing we know, I decided I was just going to move down a couple spots, get away from him so we didn't fight anymore. I grabbed my tent, threw it in the bed of my Dodge Power Wagon, reached up in my truck and fired it up, and 16 freaking Rangers come out of the damn woods like rats. They arrested me for DWI. Wasn't even in behind the wheel of my car at any time. Wasn't on any public road. Was on private property that I had fucking rented. I was arrested for DWI because I fired up my truck. They couldn't get me in no goddamn police car, and they had my hands cuffed behind my back. 6 of them trying to shove me into a police car. Finally, a sheriff of that county showed up. And he's going, what's going on here? These guys done threatened me. Once they got me out of there, they was going to beat the shit out of me because I told them like it was. And they were wrong. Well, the sheriff showed up. He pulled me aside. He said, man, will you get in that car if I go? Do you trust me? And I said, man, I don't trust none of these guys, but I have no reason not to trust you. You haven't threatened me yet. He asked me if I'd go, if he got in the car with me, if I would go. And I said, yes. So he got in the car with me and it got me all the way back to the sheriff's department. He took me inside, did a breathalyzer test. And he looked at me and said, you didn't even blow enough to be even considered DUI. I said, then let me go. He goes, I can't. You was on fucking government land, and the Rangers got you. You got to go in front of a magistrate. I don't have nothing. All I'm doing is holding you for them. Well, they held me in jail for 2 weeks. The state come up, got me to plea bargain with them, which is probably the last time I ever plea bargained with any government official. They said, you've been locked up 2 weeks. We'll go time served, $1,500 in fine. We'll let you go. So they did. I signed it, and they released me, and I paid the money. About a month later, I get a freaking letter from a magistrate saying I had a court case up in Page. It was 500 miles get up to Page. That I had to be up there for court. So I went. Cost me a bunch of money to go. Went in front of the magistrate. He's charging me with the same DUI. I said, buddy, I've already pleaded on this. It's gone. I've done paid the fines. Well, I don't know who you made any deals with. I go, whoever came in jail and got me out. He goes, well, that was with the state. The state didn't have any charges on you. Why did you plea bargain with them? They couldn't even hold you without us. This magistrate told me he could have charged me twice for the second time on that DUI because I was on federal land. And I plea bargained with people that I shouldn't even have plea bargained with. But I was lucky because he told me, since how you already served time, you've already paid all the fines, I'm not going to double jeopardy you. I'm going to let you go, but I want you to know I could do it. That's what he told me. That's when I started looking hard and heavy into the legal actions of police officers, federal officers, all officers, and how many of them are corrupted from the feet up. Well, you guys might think I'm just a dumb old hillbilly. But I don't plead with anybody. The only thing I plead to is God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit. That's it. I plead to them. I don't plead with other men. I don't plead with governments. And on that day when you walk me into court and ask me how I plead on this, I will not make a plea that day. And when the judge steps up and says, well, I'll make a plea for you. Well, that means that judge is taking over being my attorney and the judge of the case, which is an obstruction of justice. Not on my part. I already know how this is going to go. I've been in your courtroom. I've won in your courtrooms. More than one. I've won up in Girard, and I've won down here in Boardman. And I've won in many other places. I'm not a dumbass hillbilly. Remember that. Police chief. Sheriff Green. He's allowed all this stuff to happen to me. My rights and everything being violated by the police department. He says he has no control. The sheriff of Mahoney County has no control of his own county. This is why these people don't like me, because I speak the truth. I'm not scared to tell them the truth. This is why Boardman Township does not like me. Well, I don't care. You got a long line of people to get behind that don't like me. You're way down for me to even start worrying about you. This game, and that's all it is with you guys. You better end it before it goes too far. This is on you guys, not me. I only fight defensively. I don't go after looking for fights. I don't go out there looking for them. I only fight offensively. And then when I fight scratching eyes, biting, poking fingernails, whatever. Bite off a chunk. Once I start fighting, it's a survival fight. And you guys have put me in survival mode. You've cut off my medications. You've cut off my job list that I can do. You've cut off my food where I can go and buy food. You've cutting off everything on me, folks. And what do you expect a man to do? You back a damn lion into a corner he can't even fucking get around to leave, then you're going to have to kill him. So just do it. Do it already. Hell, I go straight to heaven. You guys kill me, I go straight into heaven. I don't have to do anything else. It's for sure. So kill me. Do what you're going to do. I'm not scared of dying. Only thing that scares me is leaving my family here behind to deal with the likes of you people. That scares me. May God bless us all, folks. That's the only way out of this, and I'm glad I have his blessing. And make no mistakes, God loves you, and so do I. And some of you make it really hard. Good day, guys.